Discover Comoros, 10 interesting facts you may not know about this country. It is officially called the Union of the Comoros. It is an archipelago country in the Indian Ocean, at the northern end of the Mozambique Channel, off the coast of the eastern coast of East Africa. It borders Madagascar and Mayotte to the southeast, the Seychelles to the northeast, Tanzania to the northwest, and Mozambique to the west. Its capital and largest city is Moroni, and its currency is the Comorian franc. In this video, you will discover 10 interesting facts on these islands. Don't forget to subscribe and activate the notification bell so you don't miss anything. Number 10. Moroni, the capital of Comoros. It is the largest city, federal capital, and seat of the government of Comoros. Moroni means heart of fire. This could be due to its proximity to Mount Karthala. Moroni is also derived from Moroni, which means by the river in the Shingazija language, which is the only language spoken on the island of Grande Comore. Moroni has an old Arab town resembling the Arabic architecture of Zanzibar. It is located at the southern tip of Grande Comore, with a population of 50,000 people. Arab traders found it around 10 AD. Moroni is a port city with a small harbour. The main exports processed there are coffee, vanilla, cocoa, and essential oils used in perfumery. Number 9. Flag of Comoros. The country's flag has 4 stripes and 4 stars representing its 4 islands as follows. Yellow, for Mohale. Blue, for Grande Comore. Red, for Anjouan. White, for Mayotte. The flag was designed by a French heraldist called Suzanne Gautier in 1963, when Comoros was still a French territory. The flag has a width-to-length ratio of 2:3. The modern flag was adopted in 2002. It incorporates the stripes and a green triangle with a white crescent and 4 stars of the previous flags into a triangle. The green color and the crescent represent Islam. 93.8% of the population of Comoros is Muslim. Number 8. Not so lavish and lavish weddings. 2 types of marriages are common in the Comoros, the little wedding and the big wedding. The small wedding is an ordinary Islamic wedding. The grand marriage must generally take place to obtain a certain social status. It is often a week or 2 of celebrations, between the months of July and September. However, preparations can take around 6 months or up to 10 years. As tradition dictates, your big wedding should cost more than the big wedding of your previous relative or friend. This can cost up to €20,000. Comorians therefore save over time and spend lavishly. During the wedding period, families progress through an array of processions, live music, meals, and intricate, well-choreographed dances. Each city, island, and region of the Comoros organizes the grand wedding a little differently. However, it is a guarantee that there will be a rich and ornate tapestry of symbolic rituals, evoking various elements of the island. On the main island of Comoros, a man who has not had a grand marriage is excluded from political power and local decision-making. Gifts worth thousands of dollars are exchanged between the 2 families, such as artfully crafted traditional jewelry, mostly made of gold. The bride receives so much jewelry from the groom's family, facilitating a certain level of financial independence. On the evening of the wedding, the groom dressed in traditional attire, with a sword and a veil covering his face. The groom is carried by 4 pallbearers in a throne decorated with colored lights, to the bride's house where he will move in. The Comoros have a matrilocal regime of residence. He is accompanied by drums and a procession of friends and family. A few more rituals are performed before the couple finally shares a kiss. Did you know that you can't sit in the front row of the mosque or wear certain clothes if you can't afford a big wedding in Comoros? Number 7. Official languages of Comoros. Comorian, plus a Swahili dialect, is the dominant native language. In written form, it is transcribed into Arabic, which is the second mother tongue. French is the main language of official business and the language of instruction in schools. Surprisingly, less than half of the population speaks French. It is mainly spoken in urban areas and among the educated elite. However, learning a few words in Comorian will be useful to you. Number 6. Music and dance of the Comoro Islands. There are two main musical genres found on the island, Taarab and Comoran traditional music. Taarab music of Zanzibar is the most influential genre of music on the island. Sambek, Mohammed Hassan, Chamsia Sagafo and Belle Lumiere are leading Taarab artists. Music like Sega music from Mauritius and Réunion are also popular. The Comorian national anthem was in fact composed by modern musician Abu Chahabi. He is known for his reggae-tinged Pan-African variety of music. The violin is the most frequent accompaniment for Taarab music. Other Comorian instruments include oud, ndis, gabusi, and the masondo drum. Comorian songs and dances are mostly accompanied by local ngoma drums. The Spanish guitar arrived in Comoros with French colonists. Some of the most common dances include wadaha, women's dance, dirigi, men's dance around the table, and chigoma, men's dance. Festivals like the Grand Marriage see great dances among or for the people too. Number 5. Mouth-watering cuisine. Comorian cuisine is greatly influenced by Arab and French influences. It is a fusion of European classics with a Middle Eastern or East African twist. Sauces are usually spiced with cardamom, cinnamon, cloves, nutmeg, and sometimes vanilla poured over rice dishes. Coconut milk is an important ingredient as well as a drink. Traditional African foods such as cassava, plantain, and bananas are loved too. A typical Comorian meal will include meat, fish, goat or beef. Seafood such as cod, lobster, and crab are also enjoyed. You can try the following meals. A. Iladu, balls of sweetened and spiced ground rice. B. Imatabar, cassava leaves, prepared like spinach. The national dish of the island is langouste à la vanille. Number 4. The Comoro Islands and Islets. Comoros or the Comoro form a volcanic archipelago off the southeastern coast of East Africa, east of Mozambique and northwest of Madagascar. The volcanic islands cover a total area of 2,235 square kilometers. They include A. Ingazijat Grande Comore, the largest of them all. Its capital is Moroni. B. Imwali, also known as Mohali. C. Nzuwani, also known as Anjouan. D. Mayotte, also known as Mao, claimed by Comoros but administered by France, composed of two islands, Petit Tay or Pamanzi and Grande Tay. E. Glorioso Islands, comprising 8 little rock islets, Grande Glorious and Aldu Lies. There are also notable reefs on the archipelago like the A. Banque du Leven, former island, now submerged. B. Banque du Giza, northeast of Grande Tay. C. Banque Valehue or Raya, west of Grande Comore. The island of Mayotte is still the oldest one above sea level. Grande Comore is the youngest island and is still actively volcanic. The Comoro archipelago enjoys a tropical maritime climate with 2 seasons. Hot and humid season, November to December. Dry season, May to October. Annual rainfall ranges between 1,000 and 5,000 millimeters across the 3 islands, due to differences in altitude and winds. Number 3. Mount Karthala. At 2,361 meters above sea level, this is the highest point of the Comoros. It is an active volcano located on the southern end of Grande Comore. It is 7,746 feet high and has had 20 eruptions since the 19th century. The last eruption took place in 2007. It is described as a basaltic shield volcano with broad, gentle slopes. Frequent eruptions have shaped the volcano's 3 km by 4 km summit caldera. Scientists at the Karthala Observatory say that the crater being that wide is the largest of any active volcano in the world. The Karthala volcano erupted twice in 2005, depositing ash on a great area of the island, contaminating water points and causing thousands of people to flee from their homes. Mount Karthala has no marked trail, so it is a challenging walk of about 7 hours up and 5 hours down. A hike would include terrains like rainforests, plantations, and the crater at the top. If you are not able to go up and down during the day, you can camp overnight at the summit. The day hike is accessed from Moroni town, which has accommodation for you before, after the hike or both. For safety, consider hiking during the dry season between May and November. Number 2. The national flower. The Kananga odorata, also known as ylang ylang or Kananga tree, is the national flower of this federal republic. It is valued for the essential oils extracted from its flowers called ylang ylang. It has a strong floral fragrance. Comoros is the world's largest producer of ylang ylang, supplying 80% of the world's ylang ylang flowers, which form base for the Chanel No. 5 perfume. This is an essential oil with fragrant and medicinal properties. It grows in full or partial sun, preferring acidic soils of its native rainforest habitat. It is also called the perfume tree because its natural materials are extensively used in the perfume industry. Through research, it has been found to be used to reduce depression, lower blood pressure, reduce anxiety, boost mood, decrease heart rate, and also stimulate oil production in the skin and scalp. Its smell can be described as a deep, rich aroma that is slightly sweet and floral, and it bears characteristics of greenery and earthiness. Ylang ylang's extract has top notes of neroli and jasmine, a fruity facet reminiscent of banana, paired with tangy rubber and creamy custard. Number 1. Lac Saale. Lake Nyamawi is also known as Lac Saale. It is a small lake located within an old volcanic crater on Grande Comore, the main island of the Union of the Comoros. The lake is located in the northern part and is very salty. Scientists believe that the Karthala volcano created this lake. After its eruption in the 16th century, the city of Nyamawi was demolished. This area was where the lake is now located. The lake keeps changing color throughout the day. Legend has it that many years ago, a local holy man went door to door looking for water. Nobody gave him water, and lava came down from the mountain, destroying the whole town. Little is known about the lake. The last time 2 Belgians went diving in the lake to examine it was 1977. They never came back. It is therefore considered to be very dangerous, but beautiful nonetheless. We have reached the end of our video, and I hope you enjoyed it from the beginning to the end. Don't forget to like it.